Why can't I be heard? Why is it doing that? Do I need to put something in there? Because I'm pretty sure I'm unmuted. Let me mute myself. Unmute, unmute. So I think I'm unmuted. I've been unmuted. Yeah. So it was just the application there. Okay. So it is 8:15 and man, Lord said no sound earlier. I'm so sorry. I was talking my head off. Um what was I saying? Oh, okay. So anyway, well, it's 8:15. We got about 15 minutes to go. What I was talking about was the trade from last week that really upset me. This AVTX trade. Me and Donnell, we went over this, and this is the one for Friday, or was it Thursday? It was Thursday, I believe, or Friday, I forget. But this was the one that I was watching, and I did not get a chance to take the trade that I wanted to be into because of, daily tasks, work, and all of that stuff. A little bit of interference. And this was the pretty much the setup that I looked for, though. This green line here. Where's my pen? This green line here was the ATR break, the ATR high, right? And the ATR high, I look for this to break and hold around the ATR high for a continuation move away from the ATR. This was the money move. And last week I was talking to Donnell. I said, man, the entry point was right here at 21. It was right there. That's what I was looking at but I was not here at my computer for this trade. I actually had to leave and go and do some work right here when it was red. And I was like, I'll be back. And so when I got back, it was around this level right here of the 24. So I missed a nice, it moved from the 16s all the way up to the top level here was the 27s. And this is the kind of moves that I kind of want to look for. I'm just too greedy to trade anything smaller, so whatever. But it did the move. It came up here, broke the ATR high, held and opened a new candle right here at the 21, and this was the entry point. So from 21 all the way up to 24. Nice little $3 move there. And this is when I was coming in. I sat back down at my desk as this candle was coming to a close. And it was currently like up here towards the 27s. And as I was looking at it, I was like, man, this thing is bullish. Maybe I just need to get in. And it slammed down. So it slammed from 27 all the way back down to 23, which was a $4 loss for anybody that was trying to get that breakout. On the next candle, I got a hard bait. I was like, ooh, I could take this trade and see if it goes up. But this was more of a 50-50 play. After this slam down, this was a 50-50 play. It could have went either way on this one. So I didn't like my chances or my the percentage or the what am I saying? The estimated risk on this one was a little bit too high for me. Down here at the 21, I would have been able to put my stop probably around the 20 and give it like $1 to slam down, but it didn't, so it would have had me in the green. But not taking this trade and because at this moment I was in full FOMO mode on this green candle. I had my finger right above the buy button, and I was just like, man, I'm just gonna click it and whatever happens, right? But that's not a good way to trade, right? You need to have a good risk management and take the trades that are with the least amount of FOMO or the least amount of emotional hijack. Then on the next candle, it threw a little bit of wick above this level and slammed again. And this time it slammed and continued all the way back down to 21. Now you could say, yeah, well, it gave you a second chance to enter or whatnot, but I trade from 9 to 11. And this was out of my time frame. This one, it did pop back up off of this ATR, which continued to hold after breaking it quite a bit down to what was the low of this? Low of the 1951, and popped back over for a little bit. But this was the lunchtime period, which was a slower time. And then you could see the afternoon got another hike up from 21 all the way up here to 33. So these are the kind of stocks that I want to look for. Stocks that are doing like 20 cents, 30 cents, they really just, I'm like, okay, I'll wait for the better move. But this one was definitely something that I look for. This one was good pretty much throughout the day. Had a little pop here, one, And then if you came in lunchtime, 21 up to 25, that's a $4 move right there, lunchtime, which is still pretty big. And then afternoon people got the 21 up to 33. So 3 times at that level. And I was like, you know what? Out of my time frame, all of this back here was irrelevant to me because it's out of my time frame. I trade this first to, or not first, but these 2 hours, 9 to 11, and that's it. So I just follow what I got and go with it. All right, but for today, we have VSTE up here. It does not have catalysts. I checked the press releases over here at nasdaq.com, and I see that the last news that they had was 4 days ago. So this is one of those technical traders. You just got to be quick and know that there's probably going to be some dips that may be a little bit bigger than you expect. Right now, it is trading with the value level high of 1264 and trading with a value level low of 925. And we're looking to see what these longs are going to do with it out of the open. AVTX is going on down, so I'm gonna get rid of that. And everything else that I'm seeing right now on the scans is a little bit higher float, but VSTE is leading the charge. Meso, higher float. I don't really mess with that. And then anything else, nothing down super bad. Tesla down to 176. Let's go look at the SPY. SPY is came back down as well here. Let's see. SPY down to the 523s, was up there to the 525s, and coming back and testing the previous ATR level, looks like down here at the 523 level. Interesting. I love Mondays. Mondays are great observation days where you just kind of see what the market has for the month, or not the month, but the week. Take your time and get ready to make some money on the week, right? I want to prepare my brain to take part. All right, back over to VST. I think VSTE is going to be the one we watch out of the open. It's got the most eyes on it right now, and I have to wait for these relative volume and relative standard deviation to calculate. It's only got 5 million shares with all of this movement though. Moved from the $3 up to the 13, and it's already tested the 13 twice up here, which is the top of pretty much the top of the value level. So we'll see how it wants to trade. Anyway, hopefully y'all had a great Easter weekend. Good Friday gave us a break from trading, and then a little bit longer trade break over the weekend. So, just coming in fresh mind. Monday morning, some people did some back testing. They want to come in and try out some new stuff. Let's look at the higher time frames on VSTE as well. So looking over the higher time frames, it's been trading since the what's this day? Let me pin this. Trading since, what is this? What is all of this? Rename, delete, blah blah blah. Let's spread this out. Done. Okay, there we go. Pin that to the top. Okay, now we're good. So it looks like it's been trading since, oh, that doesn't make sense. 17 to 24. It's been trading for a while. Looks like maybe it did a name change or some kind of reverse split. But based on the chart pattern, it looks like it's been getting beat down for a while. And ending on Friday at $3, and now is up to 10 something. So definitely a big rip. Let's see if we can identify any levels here out here on the daily chart. So this purple line is the exponential moving average. I would just put that on there just to see how it plays, just for study purposes, to see how it plays towards that. And this, there's a little bit of a buying area up here, 893 all the way up here to the 1191. It's kind of where it's trading right now. So let's place that on the daily chart between 909 and 1192, right? So we have a clear area, and we'll see how that bounces down there. Now, it does not have catalyst on the day. It had catalyst 4 days ago, and it wasn't strong catalyst. It was like the fourth quarter, or not fourth quarter, fourth quarter, yeah. Annual update or whatnot. And so we'll see how it holds that level. But right now it is trading below the top side of this, which is 1192. We'll see if it can get back down there to the 930s, which is the bottom of this. Looking over here on the hour chart, we can see that clearly now. So that's why it's so good to look back on the charts, all of these different time frames, so you can see, why is this thing reacting like this in this level? Well, let's just look at the history, right? This is one of the things that you don't have when you're trading IPOs or something like that, that history to look back at. And it's better to look at something that everybody can see. You know, everybody pretty much checks the daily chart at least once a day, right? So that's definitely a level there. And we'll see how it respects these levels. Right now it is dropping down to 1090s. Let's jump back over to the regular chart. 3 minutes left until the open. And this right here, this bottom 909 is right on the bottom of the value level. And it's looking like it's going to be a nice little short position if it goes down there. Because this will be, what, almost a dollar drop. And I need to see what the new ATR is on this one. It closed last week with the ATR of 45 cents. We'll see if that bounces up these next 3 minutes. Good morning to everyone that is tuning in across the board. Everybody over there at Facebook, Kick, Twitter, Twitch, everywhere. YouTube. Good morning, good morning. BSTE. Now, we might have some that are below $5 that I haven't seen. They'll populate at the open. So don't worry if you're seeing something down there that's moving big. If it's over 100%, it's definitely going to populate for me. If it's under, I'm just not really interested. If it's not making big moves, because it's got this thing as competition today. And this thing does not only absorb longs to come over here, it absorbs shorts, right? Shorts are watching these things too, trying to get something that has range. And we'll see who wins out. But I don't think there should be any reason to rush a trade or rush into any kind of thing. The market shouldn't be pressuring you to trade, right? It should be giving you opportunities that are so good that you just got to be a part of them because you can manage the risk so well. Those are the trades that you want to take. You're looking out there, you're like, man, this thing, I just can't miss this. I got to be in this. This is exactly what I'm looking for. All right. It's got a minute left. Let me flip over here to Yahoo VSTE. Look what they actually do. I didn't even look at their profile. I just know that they don't have any news on the day. No description. Okay, well, they don't even have a description up here. All right. That's no float, no nothing. Okay. All right. Very interesting one to try to get into. Has a float under 1 million, says Market Watch. Interesting. All right, well, we got about 10 seconds left, or 15 seconds left. It's about to get real icy. So one of the things that I always look for is doji to doji trading. This thing made a doji up here. I'm looking for it to trade down to the previous doji, which is 976. We'll see if it actually does it though. 976 is the previous doji. And then we'll see if it can consolidate here and try to get back up to that previous one up here at the 1164. But yeah, we'll see if this one is one that's going to play the doji candles. This candle up here towards the top is called a rickshaw man candle. This one would have been, if it was at the top, it would have been a shooting star, but it's not at the top. It's in consolidation. This one is a spinning top, or no, that's a spinning top. Spinning top has pretty much even size with the kind of the body of the candle being the same size of the wicks. Popping up a little bit up here to 1150s. First couple of minutes happening. Has a ATR high of 1206 based on the 15 minute. Popping up there a little bit. Volume, I mean the value level just popped down, which is not too great. We'll see if it finds some, and this level right here is the level we marked, that 1190 right under the $12 that it just touched. So let's see if it wants to actually break that. Or will that be strong resistance there? Not showing us any 90s here. 91 there, very quickly back to 70s. Will it start to stay in the 70s? '90s. Got a little bit of range here. We'll see if it'll pop through. Finding a lot of resistance there though. All right, sellers coming back in. We can look on the buy sell indicator there. We see it's flipping over, going 60, 70% on the sellers, 80, 90%. Look at that, look at that, 100% taking it down from that level. So this was that key level that we saw from up top. Now remember, this thing didn't have any catalyst, so the people fearing for their lives are dumping their shares here. And it went into, did it go into a halt? Maybe. I think it did go into a halt down. So that's one of the things. You got to be quick on these. And I do not like trading like this because I feel like I just don't have the hot hands. Like I'll hit the button and I'm looking for that, that move. Keep going higher. But this, we identified the levels, 1192. And now this bottom side is the $9 down here to this previous doji level, 960 to the $9 little area. All right, I see some cheaper ones. SBF is up 106%. SBMF or SBFM. It's only 12 cents, but it is on my cheaper scanner. It is up 100%. If it goes under 100, it's going to definitely fall off. Looking over here, and then VSTE has a super high relative volume, super high relative standard deviation. The only thing that's missing, it meets my criteria other than the catalyst. It doesn't have a catalyst. So these are the only two that I will be seeing. And so on a regular morning, I'll just be having to look at these two stocks. If they fail, oh well. I just go on about my day, right? I kind of like tunnel vision. I kind of like to see, those things come down and show me what they can do. But anyway, if you guys are seeing anything else, definitely slap it on the board and we will go and look at it. Let's jump over here to the higher time frame on VSTE. I mean, that is just a perfect, picture perfect touch right there at the top of that. And it's got the this is the EMA that is coming down to the exponential moving average of the 929. Has an ATR low of 980. So below the 980s on the daily, it's going to be looking pretty bearish. Let's also look at the SPY here. SPY came down and popped. Whoops. Whoa. Calm down. SPY came down and popped back off of this 523 area, popping up to the ATR high here, 524.16. And we'll see if it faces the same amount of weakness. Donnell says CXAI is up. Let's go over there and look at that. CXAI. I saw over the weekend a lot of AI news though. They were trying to sell AI, man. CXAI did a ATR break, and now let's see if it can hold. ATR high is $3.99, so literally like $4, right? And looking over here on its bigger time frame, I have the simple moving average here. So the simple moving average is at 336. So it's above both of the moving averages. The simple and the exponential is looking pretty bullish, breaking over this previous level of the 336, right? Let's go look at the 4-hour chart. 4-hour, not a lot of information there. But if we look back here at the monthly, we can see it got beat down, held around this $3 and gapping up there. Let's actually look at any news on it on CXAI. What's got you moving, buddy? All right, 31 minutes ago, CX App Inc. Announces a partnership with Google Cloud for acceleration of deployment of CXAI platform. So that was 31 minutes ago. So it does have a little bit of catalyst on the day. It does have a bigger name in there. Let's click into this and look what they got going. Partnership with Google Cloud. What kind of partnership is this? Signing strategic partnership development agreements with Google Cloud. Chairman and Chief Executive Officer. CXAI platform is anchored on the intersection of customer experience and artificial intelligence, providing digital transformation for the workplace for enhanced experiences across people, places, and things. We are pleased to announce the following strategic initiatives with Google Cloud team as we make progress on our journey to shape the future of work. AI, artificial intelligence partnership. It says CXI platform. Our AI native platform is built upon our mobile first, cloud first Work Super app. The Work Super app provides a full stack solution that allows employees to experience all their work tools in a single application. Okay. Are we talking any money though? Our state of the art CSI technology platform is based on 37 filed patents, with 17 of them already granted. So this is basically software for developers. Experimental analytics, Google modernization of SaaS. That's software as a service. Natural partner as we expand. Okay. Everybody's on Google Marketplace. I'm on Google Marketplace though. Let's see. Okay. Well, it does have a little bit of catalyst today, so we'll see what it does. It's still holding above this ATR. We'll see what a test of the ATR does. Now that it's done a breakout, let's see what the test does to the 4. It went up 25 cents away from it though. VSTE into nice indecision here. Had a bottom down here at 9.95. And looking at this thing to come down. Yeah, Lord Lee, Rudy did call $2. Rudy's probably been buying all of this stuff at all times. So SBMF going back under 100%, so that's going to drop off there. I don't like that. But yeah, CXAI going up, man. Up in these first 15 minutes. What is the test back down gonna look like? Hopefully it doesn't touch $5 here, because it's gonna, people might jump on the boat going the other way if it touches 5. But it's at 450, finding a little bit of stress there. But remember, this, how I think about it is, if it's above the ATR, I'm thinking we're looking for bearish candles on bullish momentum. So we're trying to buy on the red to get continuation of green. Under the ATR, we're looking for bullish. We're looking for those green candles to take action, get a little bit long as it continues bearish, right? We're playing the backside of the move almost. So let's see what it's got for us. 446. It's up 80% right now. If it were to break over the 100%, I'll start to see it, but you know, we'll see. VSTE went on down to 939 to this ATR low. So this was our level that we had marked down here at the 909s, and it did do a doji to doji trade. This first doji was up here at the top of the move, rickshaw man, and moved all the way back down to the previous doji level. So that's doji to doji. And I do the same thing when I'm trying to trade up. Like if it does a doji down, or if it does a doji up, comes down, makes another one, I try to trade it back to the other doji at least. I'll have it like it's like a target almost. But on this one without catalyst, you can't really do that because there's no reason to buy it back up. But back over to CXAI. All right, buddy, what you got up here? Looking like it's taking a little pause break up here around the the 450s, where the top side of this value level is. Previous doji was all the way down here. Well, this is a shooting star, but it's not at the top of the move. The positioning of these candles actually makes a difference. This is kind of like in consolidation here, but this is a doji candle back down here to the 376. So we should, if it's going to doji to doji trade, we should be expecting it to come back to 370s. If it's going to do it. May not do it. All right. Up 82, 81% though. Got 3 minutes left on this 15-minute candle. And we'll see how it holds above the ATR high, which is now moved to $4, almost even. At least it has a little bit of a reason to be bought back up, though. So, waiting on red candles. Okay, 430s. Stopping right above the 425s there. Previous candle, the high was 430, so we'll see if it breaks back within this previous sell down of the 430. $450s continue to get tapped. We can see the price that the market makers are giving us. As you know, I really don't use level 2s anymore. I just look at what the price the market maker is giving and try to see when this thing reaches my target, sell on the level that the market makers is giving us as the offer. Two minutes left. And it's slowing down around this value level high here. And really all doji to doji trading is just trading from indecision to indecision, basically. So there's indecisive move here, trade up to the next indecisive move, sell, trade back towards the next indecision level, and you just continue to kind of range play it between indecision levels. 430s. Will it give us 29s up here? Seeing 35s right now. $29 is going to be bearish. Let's see if it pops up there. 32, 34, 31. Just does not want to break down those 30s on this candle. All right. All right, so this is the new 15-minute candle about to open. Let's see if it get back past that 25. 439s. Okay, is it going to be a grinder today? $450. There's a little bit of a wall at 450. Uh-oh. Broke through 450 very quickly, and they hit it hard right there. Can it continue to give 50s? It did it once, but looks like it's going downward. Needs to break down the 430s to confirm bearish behavior though. 39, 38, 36. Wow. Very strong holding. So it looks like it's going to be a grinder the way that it's trading here. Faking out, looking like it's going to dump and then going back up on the shorts. Looking like it's going to go up, then coming down. So yeah, there is no pattern here. What I'll be looking for is a test back to this ATR high. And if it never happens, I would never take the trade, right? I just don't buy in some random spot. Because this thing is just going. Or it looks like it's just going. I'm guessing that's probably what most retail traders are thinking. Oh, it's just going, you know? All right, so there's the break back down. That's two breakdowns that it tried that have failed, supposedly, right? But this is a cheaper stock, so manipulation is probably in play here. They're like, oh, it didn't fail again? Okay, great. This could still be bullish. Let me see, was this an exact double top though? The high of this candle was 466 and the high of this one was 465. Still a lower high on this candle that we're currently watching. Trade. Very hard to read. I think a lot of people are gonna get chopped up on this one. It's strong. It was strong out of the open, but it just seems like there's someone with their hands in it. Hmm. VSTE went on down to that 90, almost 909 and popped back up. It's shaky as well. Down here under the ATR, hit this level that we had spotted at first. Had a possibility of being some type of low, but we'll see. Does not have a reason to be bought back up right now. I think all eyes are on CX AI. Continue to fake out. Continue to hold this level right below the 450s. I tell you one thing, if it does get going strong over the 450s, it's gonna take the shorts by surprise. Especially on that news catalyst. Okay. All right. Well, there's 450s up there. This one's looking like it's gonna be one of those nobody knew it was gonna go parabolic moments, right? and it's a pretty 50-50 play. So how do you increase the probability that a play is going to go in your favor? Well, you don't. You just manage your risk to the best of your ability. And if it goes in your favor, great. You just say, okay, this is what I want to risk. I want to risk $400, $500. I risk $1,000. And if I can manage this risk with my system, then great. If it comes and stops me out, then I'm just out. Right? You can't increase the probability. You don't know what's going to happen in the market, but you do know your risk tolerance. And there it is, faking that again, going up there to that top. Got those shorts a little bit worried over this 450, but it's only moving 10 cents at a time now. So this would not be something I needed to give a little bit more, put a little bit of more gas in the bucket, you know. VSTE still struggling around that point. I don't like VSTE anymore. I don't like VSTE, and then I'm scared of CXAI trading with a 10-cent range at the highs like this. Look at it, holding those 60s, man. Wow, 470. So at this point, there is no pattern here, none. Maybe some on the lower time frames though. Okay, will it get back under the 450s? It's literally locking up 10 cents at a time. You know this is retail trading in here. I wouldn't even trust a drop on this one, to be honest, because it's still over the ATR high. So I'm still thinking bullish until it breaks it down. It needs to break back below $4. 480s coming up here. See, this is a short nightmare. You take the short position on what you think is weak news, and then you get grinded out. See if it gets over 490s. $482, $485, almost $490s there. Yep, nice little grinder. 91. Let's see if it'll speed up on them towards that $5. $5 is the point where I'm thinking it's going to definitely find a little bit of error. Yeah, Donnell says he needs his pullback. Yeah, that's kind of how you got to play these. This is a purely technical trader. You got to be in and out. You got to be quick. Monday morning is not for the holds. Take what you can. And you know, Monday morning I notice a lot of traders they try to get a cushion, right? They're not trying to risk the biscuit. They're just trying to get a cushion on the week. If you can get like, you know, couple hundred or not, you don't have to get 100. Depends on what you're aiming for, what your goals are. But if you can get a little bit of a cushion on the week, it can give you more confidence, more protection against any loss during the week. So, you know, that's pretty much what this stock is trying to accomplish. It's not giving you anything big. It's just like, okay, I'm gonna give you a little bit of cushion, right? 10 cents at a time. Only problem is there are people that are really greedy that are like, well, if I buy this at $4, I want it to go to $6 today. And it doesn't even have the potential to do that. Right? Well, I say it doesn't. Let's just, it's a small cap. It may. Let's say go to $22, right? Some people were looking for those really, really big swings like we saw with AV, whatever that thing was I traded last week that was moving like what, $8, $8 at a time. So this grind is crazy, man. I feel bad for the shorts, especially if they're holding in here and they're just steadily getting pushed out because it's gonna start holding these 90s. It's not looking good for anybody that took it short at the 430s. They lost quite a bit and they had probably had to get out because of the pain. 5 minutes into the close of this 15-minute candle, and this thing continues to just trade above the value high level. 469 was the value high level. Let's see if it continues to move it up. So this volume profile holds 70% of the trades on the day, and it's moving out. So if it continues to go up, it's going to move it up. They don't want to see it move up. Point of control is right here at the 422s. And, you know, I don't know. Into the 90s. Can it get 92s, 93s is the question. Can it get that quick pop? 91. Pop on up there. Getting closer and closer to that $5. 92s. Okay. Going on up there. Looks like it wants to tap that 5 real quick. Now 5 is going to be a heavy point that shorts love, or the professional shorts love, I guess you can say. 95, 96. Ooh, I know they're already taking entries. Look at that thing flipping around up there. Right around this 5. It's like a nightmare forming, you know. They're probably waiting for the 5 break to get the rest of their, well, wow, 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 yay. Yay, yay. Okay, from the 5 all the way down to a 50-cent loss there. Anybody that was buying that for the 5 break? It's a nice real live case study of how shorts attack. But remember, this thing has been doing fakes back and forth. So, got to make sure this is an actual sell-off. Over here on the buy sell indicator, we're seeing right around 60-40. Is anybody going to take control here? Seller's going to take control and get it up to 70%. 50-50, yeah. It's kind of 50-50 right now. Wow, wow, wow. I still don't think it can break 5 today, though. It almost got it. Two minutes left, and we're pretty much seen what's going to be going on this morning. VSTE still struggling down here at the bottom, and just not a whole lot of pressure this morning. Like most Mondays, people are just trying to get that cushion. There's desperation in the market of people trying to get a cushion on the week. I don't want to be desperate though. I don't want to be desperate. And we're back down to 440s. And remember, the point that we were looking to break at first was a 430. So it's made it all the way back down here to the 430s. To the point of control, basically. So yeah. Very interesting that it's come all the way back down here. About to close this 15-minute candle in 30 seconds. But it's still above the ATR. 440s. And there is the next candle. Needs to break below the 439s. Kind of prove that it can hold this control point first. Looking a little weak in here. It might consolidate sideways, actually. I don't know. All right, but it is 9 o'clock. So I've pretty much seen what I'm going to see on today. If it continues to grind higher without forming any kind of, because right now it really doesn't have any kind of patterns. I guess you could call this a shooting star. This was the high, but it's really usually a shooting star. You want it to be at the very top. Like if the candle was right here at the top at the 460s and then got going down, this still isn't at the top of the move. So I really couldn't call it a shooting star just yet. But it's kind of like consolidation again, like we saw right here, back here with this shooting, what looks like a shooting star. I don't know what they're called in consolidation. I just know, if they're up, they're shooting stars. If they're in consolidation, they're kind of irrelevant. But yeah, that is the stream for today. Monday morning, I'm not really looking to do anything crazy. But I do want to get a good idea of what the market is doing. Let's look at the SPY real quick, see where it ended up going. SPY continued to hold up these levels, trying to get that ATR break and hold. It failed to do a hold up here. So it got above, failed, and then is now trading right around it. I'm thinking this is going to be a little bit bearish because of that failure at the beginning of the day. So we'll see what the SPY ends up wanting to do. VSTE still struggling. Now this is another example of doji to doji trading. This was the previous doji that it traded down to. It made a lower doji. Now we'll see if it gets back into this indecision of the 975. Will that become a new level of resistance and push it on down to form more dojis lower? But at this point, I'm not going to sit around and watch this thing. I'm about to get on out of here, get on down, and go make some money doing something else. I do plan to, once my setup comes around, get a cushion on the month and start working towards some profit on the month. As we know, next month we'll be getting that T1 changeover, so we'll get our money back on the next day if we're trading in cash accounts. So we got a little bit of time. It's going to be the 28th of next month. We won't have to be waiting, T2 to get money back. Of course, it's pretty much not a problem for me because I don't trade that much, but it's definitely going to make it better for a lot of more higher frequency traders. But yeah, that is it on the day. Appreciate all of you guys for tuning in. Hopefully you guys had a great weekend and we're looking to have another great month. We just need to start it off on the right foot and see where it goes from there. But yeah, about to get to this morning meeting. And as always, I will see you guys in, and let me read these. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.